first thing I just want to say I'm ridiculously honored to be here. Cesare personally asked me to be here, and I mean, it's such an honor. It's just like surreal that I'm even here in Murano giving this my first demo at the gas conference here. This is a dream come true for me. So, for no further ado, I'm just gonna get cracking. And if you guys have any questions, please just yell it out here. You know, I have no problem of talking and working at the same time. I actually kind of prefer that. So, all right, thanks, guys. I'm going to do a little bit of a cooking show type of thing. I'm going to show you guys how I start with just like a basic bubble. I'll play with that for a little while, and then I'll go to the next step. Because it takes, to get to this point, this is almost, you can't hear me? No. No. Well, I'll just have to speak up. Can you hear me any better now?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. I'll be starting with like a single bubble, and I'm gonna show you how I start. But then that takes a real long time to get to this place. I've got probably 50 hours into this piece alone. You know, a lot of times what I can do is when I work on a piece, I can look at it, you know, work on it for maybe, let's say, an 8-hour day, put it in the kiln, the next day, look at it cold, and then I can see all the different things that I want to do to it more, and I can just keep doing that and keep working and keep working. So, obviously I don't have that much time to do that today. So, you know, I've prepped out a few steps here to show you. I'm not going to be able to get to that amount of detail today, but I will at least show you a good amount. All right? All right. Funny, this is the echoey side, I think.
Is that your own mix of colors?
This is just I think straight aqua azul. It was a hand-pulled tube though, out of a furnace, and then clear coated. It's a little bit of an iffy color. Actually, I prepped out a whole piece with this color before I came, and it broke up on me. So, but for right now, this will be fine for just showing you this step. At least I think. My main tools are good old graphite pad and then a graphite butter knife. I love this thing. This is my baby. It's what I do most of everything with.
You keep it black?
No. It's graphite. So I don't always prep it perfectly into a balloon shape like this. Sometimes I start in more, you know, in the horizontal direction, and then later I'll pull down my balloon point from where I want it to. But for the sake of ease right now, I started these like this for you. I also work on a lathe at home for some of the larger work, so that the lathe can basically just hold it for me while I do all of the fine details with my hand torch coming in there, and then the lathe can sit there with the Bunsen burner keeping it warm for me. And it takes a lot of weight off my shoulder. You know, I'm getting older, so I take care of my shoulder. All right. go, that's it. Sorry, bad joke. I am a dad. Can't help it. My youngest calls me Captain Embarrassing. I wear that one with pride. We're all on the same regulator, so unfortunately I'm afraid that as I use more, I might be taking away from him. I know you normally work on a Herbert Arnold, and the heat's very different. It takes a little more time for the heat to get in there. So as I'm pushing and cooling certain areas, I can blow out obviously the hotter areas. That's why I always have a blow hose.
Yeah, would I make it? I lived 1 year in America.
if you're wondering, I'm going for a little more of a polar bear. Can you tell? I'll just take this one a little bit farther and then go to the next step. I am doing the whole body. And right now, what I'm working on is the proportions of the head, the neck and everything. So this will be the head right here. You hear that okay?
Yes.
It's a little weird being here demonstrating in Murano doing sculptural work when years ago I came here to learn all the Venetian techniques of cups and everything. Here's this one covered.
Who did you learn with when you were here in the past?
I'm sorry, hold on just a minute. What's that?
Who did you learn with when you were here in the past?
Cesare, go for it.
Okay.
I was very fortunate to come here in 2005 and work with Cesare for a month with his apprenticeship program. A little bit of a life-changing experience. Cesare is here. Yeah, he is one of the most talented and also one of the biggest hearted individuals I've ever met in my life. We all have him to thank in a very large way for making this whole conference even happening.
How long do you blow glass?
How long have I? I started in 1998.
Shame on you for making us do math this early.
I'm sorry?
Shame on you for making us do math this early.
Oh yes, that's right. Well, it is 2018, so that would be 20 years. Which is crazy. I can't even believe that. And I'm only 25. Now I'm 41 this year. I don't even know how that happened. Before you know it, it just happens. This color is just a little bit on the temperamental side, so I just have to remind myself to go back and anneal it or just a little brush of flame every once in a while here.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Very, very cold.
Do you put always a clear coat over your sculpting tubing?
Sorry?
Do you put always a clear coat over your tubing?
Yes, I much prefer to, because as you can see, I work the hell out of the glass.
Okay.
And you know, a lot of times having clear just helps me out. In the end, I still like the sandblasting most of the time because it helps show off the subtleties, but...
What grit do you use to sandblast?
Oh, whatever I have. It's, I think, like a 220 possibly, 180, 220 mix. And a little bit of a combination, I think, like a silica carbide and I don't know, I can't remember what the other one is. But one cuts a little more than one is a little softer. And then I use mineral oil to butter them up afterwards. Take off that the chalkiness and make it nice and fatty. All right, enough secrets.
What's your favorite animal?
Sorry?
What's your favorite animal?
No, actually, I really like bears a lot. I don't know. I like the how the expressions that I can get in the faces of a bear. You know, whereas like I feel like an elephant always kind of looks the same a little bit.
What about a hippo?
I like a hippo a lot. Hippos are a lot of fun to make. They're also very, very difficult though, especially when I'm doing the open mouth. That's a whole other ball of wax there. But for me, I like the animals when obviously the larger mammals, I think they work well with the, like, you know, when you string them up, seeing something so heavy as a balloon, you know. But I also like the animals, like I said, like to show more emotion. It's all about the emotion.
Can you talk a little bit about the bubble you started with? Was it pre-made tube, or did you gather, or?
It was,
I'd
like to say that it was something like, you know, an epiphany of sorts, but it wasn't necessarily. It was actually, I just made a glass balloon for a young child. And then I quickly realized, I was like, oh, I can start sculpting these into animal balloons. But then I was like, well, I don't want to do like an animal balloon like a clown does, because they all look like dogs. Oh, I can start actually sculpting these. And I did a little elephant one, and right off the bat, I was just like, oh my gosh. Just at that point, I suppose that's where I could start to see where this could go. And then little by little, you know, I kept working on the, you know, my detail and, you know, trying to get more life into them. Not to mention, it was kind of a little disheartening to see how everybody was so amazed. Like my mother was like, oh my gosh, look at that little elephant. I mean, it was the most simple little thing. You know, I just made this little trunk and I strung it up, and everybody's like, oh, that's just amazing. How did you do it? But you can make these, you know, nice Venetian wine glasses. You know, that's another one. I was like, all right, fine. Maybe I should some more of this. People just don't appreciate it enough. They can go to IKEA and get a nice wine glass, you know. The whole water. So you can see how this is starting to come together a little bit, you know, for the core. So what ends up happening a lot of times with me, you know, it's like I need to get I need to get like the muzzle or the certain smaller feature of the face going, and then that starts to dictate the proportions and everything else that's going on with the piece. At that point, you know, the nice thing about three-dimensional sculpture rather than drawing is that it just starts to show you the way. You don't necessarily have to sit there and imagine in a three-dimensional, you know, in your head on paper. Here, as you start to create, you know, you can look from all these different angles and it just kind of starts to show you. It's so much fun.
What for materials do you use with your balloons? Like, what's the stand made out of? What's the stand made out of? You got the balloon there?
That is, I forged that all myself. The base is bronze, and then it's a copper wire that is also that I feed it up and forged to create a little, like the ribbon effect.
Nice.
I got tired of waiting for my friends to tell me, I can forward that, I can make that little, you know, weight for you, and then they just never would. So I just ended up purchasing a little, just a little crucible. And it's about, I think it holds about 7 pounds of bronze and heats up in about 20 minutes with a little propane tank. And I have a friend that made me some graphite molds out of the CNC machine, and you just sit there and pour them out. There's quite a lot of cleanup in them. They don't come out looking like that.
Yeah.
People don't realize art stuff is hard. It takes a long time, especially when you're very particular. You know what I mean, Jeff? I also really like working with all the different materials. I wasn't always just a glass blower. I went to school for sculpture and furniture design, and kind of got into glass on the side. So I like getting my hands dirty, color materials.
Yeah.
The proportions up to this point? Do you prototype?
I'm sorry?
Do you prototype? How do you work out the proportions to this point?
Not really. You're just gonna go for it.
Fair enough.
I've been making smaller balloons lately. You know, I've got 5 different weight sizes now, and so now I have a little one right here. It's a little guy. You know, the whole thing's probably about this big. But I found that's a really fun size to work on some ideas. You know, instead of I can work these out, you know, real fast and proportions and just like the overall process. It's nice. But I've made other minis that are, you know, maybe about this big, but it's almost more work because that's you have to try and get that much detail into something that big. You can imagine like doing a mini painting. But the really, really small ones, fun.
What's the wall thickness on that too?
Sorry?
What's the wall thickness on what you're working?
Probably about 2 millimeters, I'd say. There's some difference. They're pretty thin right here though. I definitely don't like to go too thick. Because as I start to create folds, like it's too thick, it doesn't fold properly, especially when a lot of times I like to, as I'm marbling down, I like to blow out, and when things are too thick, it'll blow out too thin in areas, and you'll never get that even, wall thickness. So for me, thinner is better. I recently got to play around in the hot shop, doing a little sculpting, and boy, was that different. I can't really use my technique of blowing back out because once it starts to blow out, you can't collect it back in. It just wants to get thinner and thinner and thinner. That was interesting. And also doing the sculpting from the inside. It's a completely different animal. I was like, wow, this art is really good. Not like I didn't know that already, but after playing around with it. That makes that look easy. Here it is. Anyway, you can kind of see where I've gotten with this one. I won't go too much farther than this. Kind of gives you an idea of how I've got my overall starting form. I started to bring in my legs here a little bit, and from that point I can just get more and more and more detail. So we move on.
You're good, man.
What are we doing on time? All right.
How'd you do that?
It's a slightly different color.
What color is the bison?
That is, it's actually, I think it's actually the China, what is that, lake green over white. I like to put transparent over white because it just helps to show the details. Sometimes when they're too transparent, it just gets lost.
Do you make your own colored tubing or already buy it layered?
No, I do a lot of my own studio mates, and I've done a lot of furnace, our own pulling of tubes. So then a lot of times I just leave it myself on the lathe. But I have started paying, more by because there's so many more companies now that are doing it. It's really not worth my time to do it all the time.
Is the polar bear going to have a tail?
Yeah, well, I'll give him a little one right there. Oh, you do that right now? Yeah, right. I know, it looks funny without a tail. They also look funny without ears, so the ears on here. You guys know this guy, right? Yeah. Anybody watch his demo yesterday?
Yep.
He's like,
Love that guy. I missed his demo, unfortunately. I really wanted to heckle him. guess it should almost be behind me.
Oh, that works.
How often do you replace your paddle? How often do you replace your paddle? Do you use any
Not very often. Actually, I mean, I probably have used the same paddle for 10 years, and I cleaned it up as recently. These get worn down real fast, though. You know, you drop them here and there, and the paddle gets more worn down on the lathe, that's for sure. When I heat. A lot of times you got to work in stages. So now that I've kind of started the form, I know it's not the best tail, okay? But you just have to kind of like get it started, let it cool, and go to the other side, work that side for a little while, then come back and do some more detail out of it without losing all the where you got to this point.
Oh, good.
don't usually actually do a lot of that where I add a little bit of glass blow out. Most of the time I like to actually blow out a hole and then weld on my attachments, my ears, everything. I also like to have hollow because I like to have all the color be uniform. A lot of times when you just add clear like that and blow it out, it gets a lighter color. But for the sake of this, I don't really have the time to have extra material of this particular color. So. I recently started doing some deer and moose with antlers, and I really like doing them all hollow. But it's all work. I like the look of the hollow so much better. I like the way that it catches the light. We get so many more nuances. Sorry, say again?
So when you're attaching clear coated pieces to each other, you get seam lines. Do you do anything to deal with those, or just sandblasting cover them?
Yeah, it's actually that's a bit of a trick to make sure you get that inside color, just right, and not get too much of the seam line. That is sometimes a drawback of doing welds like that. Especially with when I'm doing the color with the white on the inside, it's extra tricky. When you're doing just a transparent color. No problem.
When you carve your lines in, how do you stop from getting critical angles on the inside?
I'm sorry, say again?
When you carve your lines in, how do you stop from getting critical angles on the inside?
Do I go in? Do I do? Still right here.
When you're using your tools,
yeah.
I just noticed sometimes I'll get like sharp angles or like tag on the inside wall or something.
Oh.
Like, yeah, kind of like make.
Yeah, be careful. And that's why having a thinner wall is better too.
Okay.
Right. If your wall's too thick, when you go to get in, it's going to obviously have a better chance of this happening. So make sure you keep things, thinner, and then don't let that happen. So I'm going to do this this year without having the clear. I didn't like that way the other ones turned out, so then you can see the difference.
Torch do you normally work on?
GTT. These torches are awesome, and I think they're the best for when you're doing vessel work, because the heat just really stays in the glass longer, soaks in, and stays in, especially with the thin glass. So you can really stretch out a nice fine wine glass, and everything just works better. But the GTT, I like it because I get the punch where I want it, whereas like I have a hard time getting my heat in where I want it. You know, like a laser, like the GTT. So this takes a while trying to get in there, and then I'm moving other things around that I don't necessarily want to move around. So I mean, I think they both have their benefits. And I've learned to manipulate the GTT to operate a little bit more like a Herbert Arnold when I'm doing my vessel work. There's enough knobs there, you can figure something out. The one nice thing about this though, I love how it's just, you know, simple. But it's very hot. And cooking yourself a lot more. Kind of funny. I don't really like the heat. Here I am with the glass blowers. How did it happen?
That's why I live in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, don't you know? No, it's true. I don't know how anybody gets anything done that lives in San Diego. I would just always want to be outside. Minnesota has nothing better to do for about 5 months out of the year. You laugh, but I'm serious. It's kind of nice, so that way you can just snuggle up to trying to turn it so that you can see that goes real good. Once again, you guys should always have a camera. those little things, the little mound.
What sort of references do you use?
What kind of references? I mean, I just like to look up images a lot of times, and from that point on, they'll do some sketches for the images. But sometimes I like to look at 3D models as well. It really gives me a much better, breakdown of the shape. Takes away the burden. Sometimes for my this little teeny tiny detail, I've got one of those little mini torches. Very vital, a lot of this small detail where it's really hard for me to get in there with this little torch right now. Get that. And a lot of times I also add this little black eye. That's a nice little bit of light to it. I think this color is a good color without it, but not having the mini torches. Will you use the mini torch fixed, or will you pick it up and get it? Will you use the mini torch as it's fixed on the table, or will you pick it up and sort of get it? Both, yeah. I mean, sometimes I just have it right here, so I get in here. Other times How many hours did you put into this
before you started messing with it today?
I actually just kind of spent maybe an hour and a half yesterday prepping, like the sculptural part, and then another like hour and a half the day before prepping the actual tubing that sleeve it and everything. If I can hear that, we'll talk louder. Yeah, the prep is always what takes so much time. I hate prep. Yeah, but as you can see, this is not a fast process. A lot of people, I think sometimes, especially when I teach classes, I find like the first day I can just watch the shine just disappear. They're all like, oh, we're going to meet, it's going to be, oh, yeah. But by the end of the week, the shine comes back when they start to figure things out. Cool stack though. Very much about persistence.
What do the balloon animals mean to you?
What do they speak to me?
Yeah, what do they mean to you?
Oh, I just mean a lot of different things, but mostly they're probably like. Yeah, the series that I started with the deep ones had to do with endangered animals. So the idea of having a lot of times your legs are bound and almost like the fact that they're here for our enjoyment. I'm not too happy about that. I don't know if you saw my newest, one of my newer polar bears. He's deflated. Yeah. It's sad. But it's supposed to be. that? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be one of those guys. We get done early. I missed Matt S. cookies yesterday, so we got it done in like 50 minutes. No, like I said, I can just keep sculpting forever. So. You gotta get your money's worth.
Is it hard to decide when you're done?
Yes.
You always see something you could change again, right?
Absolutely. You know, and that's why a lot of times it's good that, you know, what's so nice about borosilicate is that you can just be like, okay, I got to put this in the kiln for the day, be done. Come back to the next day, look at it with fresh eyes. Sometimes you can just you know, geek out on one little spot, you know, trying to make it right, and it just ends up making it worse. Sometimes you just gotta, a lot of times I like to, you know, move around, like, you know, so if you find that that's happening, just move to another spot, you know, keep working on something else for a while.
There's still time to sign up for your class at Corning?
I don't know. You know, there might be, actually. I'm not sure. I imagine it's not full, then you can still get in it. Oh, hi.
No, you won't.
Sure.
Don't move in a torch.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the class is filled or not. I know the Penland class is filled, but yeah, all I can say is just call them up and see. I have no idea. Sorry, I have to put this down now. Yeah, unfortunately the classes are not usually very large, so, you know. Yeah, thank you very much.
If you need to make a question, I give you.
When are you teaching at Bethlehem?
Actually, not here. She needs the mic.
When are you teaching at Penland?
I'm like 3 weeks. In 3 weeks. June 10th to the 22nd. Yeah, I'm at Penland. It'll be my first time. I'm looking forward to it. Little craft camp. Have any of you been there before? Have any of you been there before?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
How do you keep the thickness consistent when you're changing the shape of the bubble?
How do I?
How do you keep the thickness consistent when you're changing the shape of the bubble?
Basically it's a feel, you know, that's why I'm constantly blowing out as I'm pushing in, because if I wasn't able to blow out, things would just start to thicken up, right? So it's just, you just gotta get a feel. And, you know, especially with the tool, you can feel the thickness. And as you're heating it up, you can see how it moves. You know, if it's paper thin, you know, it's gonna you'll see that. If it's too thick, you'll see that too when you carve into it. So.
Good, thank you. You're welcome.
Tell something about your tools?
Yes, my tools. They're, oh, Jesus.
It's the biggest surprise for you. Ice cream.
So yeah, my tools are pretty basic. You know, like I said, this is one of my favorites. You know, it's from a like paintbrush. You know, if you're starting with a big paintbrush and you're moving your way down, this would be my big paintbrush, and you know this, and then you start to move your way down. This'll like cut my lines with this. They're softer, and then I can come in with this, which is, you know, I get a little harder line with this, and then I can make, you know, bigger movements, and then I can start to work my way down into even finer ones. And then this one is that extra sharp, so then I can really get in there and do some real nice fine lines. You know, once again, you just kind of go smaller and smaller and smaller, and then use tungsten to really kind of get in there with the eyes and get some like real fine little points. And so that's basically it, though. I mean,
What are they made of?
what are they made of?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, these are graphite. So, but as I get into, once I've got my overall shaping down and I'm trying to really put in those extra fine lines of detail, they're just metal. I don't wax them or anything, because you're not touching the glass when it's so molten. And if you're trying to sculpt it when it's that hot that your tool is sticking to it, that's too hot. You know, you got it too hot at that point. So basically, you shouldn't have to sit there and wax your tools. And then the graphite's nice because you don't have to wax that ever.
Chris, what are the last 3 tools?
Sorry?
What are the last 3 tools? Are those for clay? Are they bookbinders? What are those things?
Yeah, they're basically palette knives.
Okay.
Yeah. I got these through ABR Imagery. I like these because they're a little stiffer. I ended up going and buying some from local art materials that were actual palette knives, and they're too flexy. I can't get enough. I can't get into the glass enough with them, so I don't like those as much. I definitely like them a little stiffer.
When you're doing your like larger, like you said, you start off with a larger, you will go down kind of as you go through different things.
Yeah.
So, do you go back in with a finer tool to kind of redefine the bigger lines you've created after you make them?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. Yeah. Not always. I mean, it depends. You know, if I want a soft line, I keep the soft line. But sometimes it is nice to just accentuate, especially like, you know, like the belly, when you're really coming in there, to come in there with just like something a little finer right into here to really kind of create that movement. You know, it's all about how the line and your eye is following, you know, everything. You want that you don't want it to just kind of like blur out. So it gets, you know, it's just not as interesting. You know, it's not as believable.
Please, for the question, pass the microphone.
Do you use reference pictures when you're sculpting, or do you typically just go by memory?
I definitely start with pictures, absolutely. But then, once I've made an animal a few times, I can kind of figure it out. But it's nice to have at least some type of reference to go back to every once in a while. But I also sometimes just like to see what I can do without looking at the reference, because you know sometimes it becomes too much about the reference and not about what I'm sculpting. So I'll go back and forth.
So I have a question. Do you use your little pen torch to get the hair texture, or do you go in for a generalized heat to get the hair texture?
Yeah, I just use, it all depends really. I mean, because sometimes you're heating a larger area and then you're just coming in there fast and working things around, you know. So, yes, I do use a hand torch though. Like this one, I used I did a lot of that while I was on the lathe. So I used a Lynx hand torch coming in with that and able to really get the fine details in there. While the Bunsen burner is keeping the rest of it warm, I don't have to sit there and worry about it. We only have a couple minutes left here. I'm just going to try to bang out just a little more detail.
When you go to galleries to sell your work, what is the story you tell?
Well, truthfully, I let the galleries tell the story because that's what they're supposed to do, right?
Yeah, but tell us your story.
Yeah. I mean, generally speaking, I've never been one for. I don't like putting titles on my work. I just feel like, I don't know. I just like to let people come up with their own idea of what the work means to them, because a lot of times you can sit there and try to explain stuff, what it means to you, and they're like, oh, that's not what I was feeling. So it's best to let the work speak for itself, I think.
Are there any artists that you wish you could collaborate that you've yet to?
Oh man, there's plenty. And actually, Yushin is here this week. I'd like to work with him as far as like flame workers go. For soft glass workers, I mean, obviously Martin is someone who I look up to greatly. Ineski. Of course, he always says that he can't do big and baldness. But truthfully, I don't even collaborating with furnace workers is much more difficult. But it's doable. Definitely doable. I mean, I'm pretty lucky. I've already been able to collaborate with quite a few amazing artists in the borosilicate world. We do a lot more of that. So I've gotten to work with guys I just never thought I would get to work with. Coyle is one of my good friends. I was very excited to be able to work with him. I was able to go out to Japan last year and work with Akio and Yoshinori Kondo and Aquarius. You know, and those guys are all just amazing, amazing artists. Their attention to detail is, you know, well, I'm not going to say second to none because I'm in Murano here, and you know, the attention to detail is pretty amazing here too. But you know, I think there's a lot of similarities there between the Japanese and the Italians. I think it has something to do with it. They don't have a lot of space to work in a lot of times, so they end up working on small things. You know, it's expensive to work on big stuff. Salt is a guy that I always wanted to work with. Lucan Salt. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he's a sculptor, and we're on the polar opposites of the type of sculpting that we do. But we were trying to collaborate for a long time because I'd love to see how we can put the two together.
By the way, it was 10.
What's that?
It was 10.
Oh. So, I gotta wrap this up here. I can warm it up and I can show you guys. I can pass it around a little bit or walk up here so you guys can see what I've been doing the whole time.
Bravo. Thank you, Chris.